Good morning, students. Uh, from today, we start the new videos, and the new video is start from the fifth chapter, that is linear equation in two variables. We already completed that fourth chapter, ratio and proportion. Okay, and before the assignment, and now we start the next chapter, that is fifth chapter, linear equation in two variables. Okay, already Vaishal teacher completed that ratio and proportion. Now I will start the next chapter, that is linear equation in two variables. Now first, you have to clear the concept, what is linear equation in two variables. Now linear means what, and equation in two variable means what. First, linear means when the variables in the equation are having the power 1, then that equation is called as linear. Means in a equation there are variables are there, coefficient and variables are there. They may be a, b, or x, y, any. If the power of variables in the equation always 1, then that equation is called as linear. In other way, you can say that when we draw the graph of a given equation, then we get the straight line. Then that equation is called as linear equation. Now, the equation in two variable means what? In previous classes, we already learned the equation in a single variable. That is, either it is in x, either it is in y, or any one variable is there. For example, x plus 5 is equal to 15, or 2x plus 2x plus y, 2x is equal to 20 in this way, or x plus 13 is equal to 5. In this way, all the equations are in single variable, that is x or y. But now we have to learn the equation in two variables. Means in this equation already two variables are there. Either it is one is x and other is y, either one is a, other is and other is b. In this way, in a equation, if two variables are there, then that equation is called as linear equation in two variable. Linear means if the variable, all the variables having the power 1 only, then it is called as linear. Linear equation in two variables means the equation which has two variables which are with power 1. All the variables are with power 1, then that equation is called as linear equation in two variable. For example, x plus y is equal to 12, or x 2x plus 3y is equal to 18, or another you can say that a plus b is equal to 15, or 3a plus 5b is equal to 18. All these things are in equation in two variables, that is linear equation in two variables. Now when we want to find out the value of variable, then you can say that solve the equation. Means you have to find out the value of the variables in the equation, that is either it is x, y, either it is a, b, or any equations are there, then you have to find out the value of variable. But here when we have a equation in two variable, only a single equation in two variable, then we can't find out the value of x and y. Only we can imagine the value of x and y, but we can't find out the actual value of x and y. So for that, when we want to find out the value of variable in the linear equation in two variable, then you have to consider two equations, which is called as simultaneous equations. Means in both the equation, the value of x and value of y is same. That equations are called as simultaneous equation. And when they are simultaneous, then and then only you can find out the value of variables. Okay, so we have to consider two equations to find out the x and y in the linear equation in two variables. But in either class, in previous classes, when we solve the linear equation in one variable, if you get only one equation, then also you can find out the value of variable. But here, if you get one equation, then you can't find out the value of x and y. You have to consider two equations, and which are simultaneous equation. It is a condition. Both are the simultaneous equation. Then and then only you can find out the value of x and y. Now you already know that what is simultaneous. It means the value of x in first equation is equal to value of x in second equation. The value of y in first equation is equal to the value of y in second equation. And these equations are called as simultaneous equation. Okay. So you need minimum two equations to find out the value of variable in linear equation in two variable. So when we going to start the equation, the exercise of the linear equation in two variable, first question is, by using variables x and y, form any 5 linear equation in two variables. So you have to form 5 linear equations in two variables. You may form the equation as x plus y is equal to 13, or 2x 3y is equal to 18, or 5x plus 2y is equal to 30. Okay, in this way you can choose any coefficient and use x and y and form the linear equation. Here I give an example. Linear equation two variable x and y will be x plus y is equal to 12x plus 3y, or 12x plus 3y is equal to 8x minus y, or 65x minus 2y is equal to 3x plus 2y. Any equation you can form. Okay, you choose the coefficient and you choose the two variables x and y, and then you create the equation or you form the equation. Any 5 equation you have to form that. Okay, this is question number 1. Now come to the next question. Question number 2. In question number 2, write 5 solution of the equation x plus y is equal to 7. So this is a linear equation in two variable. X plus y is equal to 7 means x is having the power 1, y is also having the power 1 and is equal to 7. It means it is a linear equation in two variable. But here only one equation is given. I already told you, if you get only one equation, then you can't find out the actual value of the x and y. Either you have to know the value of x, then you can find out the value of y. Either you have to know the value of y, then you can find out the value of x. Otherwise you can't find out the value of x and y, both. So you have to imagine the value of x, then you can find out the value of y. And if you imagine a value of y, then you can find out the value of x. Here x plus y is equal to 7. It means the addition of x plus y is equal to 7. Either you can imagine x is equal to 0, then you get y is equal to 7. If you imagine x is equal to 7, then you get y is equal to 0. If you imagine x is equal to 3, then you get y is equal to 4. When you imagine x is equal to 4, then you get y is equal to 3. Okay. If you imagine x is equal to 5, then you get y is equal to 2. If you imagine x is equal to 6, then you get y is equal to 1. In this way you can find out any possible values of the given equation. The given equation is x plus y is equal to 7 and the possible solutions are given here. You can write any solutions. Okay, possible solutions, not actual solutions. You can imagine the solutions. If you consider x, then you can find out y. If you consider y, then you can find out x. So in this way you can find out the possible values of the x and y in this equation. If you get only one equation, you can't find out the actual value. Right. Now come to the next equation. Next question. Question number 3. In question number 3, the question is, solve the following sets of simultaneous equations. Here already the equations are given simultaneous. So no need of to check the equation whether they are for simultaneous or not, because all the equation given here are simultaneous. So in 9th and 10th, if linear equations are there, then all given equations are simultaneous. So you have to consider that equations are simultaneous, because the given equations are simultaneous only. So no need to check whether they are simultaneous or not. It is already given they are simultaneous. So you have to only go to solve that equations. So how to solve the given equation? Here total 6 questions are there. We will solve one by one. The equation number 1 is x plus y is equal to 4. That is first equation. And second equation is 2x minus 5 is equal to 1. In question number 1, these two equations are given and you have to solve these two equations. Means you have to find out the value of x and y. I already told you, if two equations are given, then and then only you can find out the value of x and y actual y value, not imaginary value or not possible values. You have to find out the actual value. Okay, so first you have to solve this x plus y is equal to 4 and 2x minus 5y is equal to 1. Now how to solve, I will explain one by one to you. Now see, question number 1, first equation is x plus y is equal to 4. This is equation number 1. You have to write down equation number 1. And the second given equation is 2x minus 5y is equal to 1. This is equation number 2. You write equation 1 and equation 2. Now from 1 we have x is equal to 4 minus y. If you transfer that y to right hand side, then you get x is equal to 4 minus y. Now let it is equation number 3rd. You can say that it is equation number 3rd. Now putting this equation number 3rd in equation 2nd. See here one thing you have to keep in mind, that first you find out the value of x from equation 1. Then you have to put this value in equation 2 only. Okay. So here this is called a substitution method. This method is called a substitution method. Means you have to find out the value of one variable from one equation and you have to substitute that value in second equation. Not only that equation. Okay, you have to substitute that value in second equation. It means you have to find out the value of x variable from equation 1. Now you have to substitute that value in equation 2 only. Okay, so when we substitute this value of x in equation 2, then see what is 2? 2 is x, 2x minus 5y is equal to 1. Now 2 into, what is the value of x? Value of x is 4 minus y and minus 5y is equal to 1. So where x is there, you have to substitute the value 4 minus y in equation 2. Then you get 2 into 4 minus y minus 5y is equal to 1. Now you have to multiply. See, you have to multiply by, now you have to multiply the equation, the bracket by 2. That is 4 to the 8 minus 2y minus 5y is equal to 1. So 8 minus 7y is equal to 1. Now you transfer that 7y to that side because it is minus. When you transfer to right hand side it is plus, and 1 to left hand side it is minus. Now 8 minus 1 is equal to 7 and 7y is equal to 7. So y is equal to 1. Now you get the value of y. Now again you have to put this value of y in equation 1 or 2. Now you can substitute the value of y in 1 or 2 also. You can substitute in any equation. Okay. So putting the value of y in 1, we get that x plus 1 is equal to 4. That is x is equal to 3. Means here the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 1. Now what is the solution? Solution is 3 and 1. 3 and 1. In this way you can find out the value of x and y. Now come to the second question. In second question, two equations are given. That is, first equation is 2x plus y is equal to 5 and second is 3x minus y is equal to 5. So write down equation number 1 to first and write down equation number 2 to second. Now here see, when you find out the value of 5x, okay, when you add these two, 1 and 2, so what we get, 2x plus 3x is equal to 5x is equal to 5 plus 5, 10. So x is equal to 10 by 5 means x is equal to 2. Putting this value of x in equation 1, you get 2 into 2 plus y is equal to 5. That is 4 plus y is equal to 5. That is y is equal to 5 minus 4 means y is equal to 1. Now what is the solution? That is x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. The solution is 2 and 1. Solution is 2 and 1. So in this way you can find out the value of x and y. Okay. Now question number 3. Question number 3 is, see, 3x minus 5y is equal to 16 and 3x minus 3y is x minus 3y is equal to 8. Equation number 1 and equation number 2. So now here see here, in first equation the coefficient of x is 3 and coefficient of y is 5. But in second equation the coefficient of x is 1 and the coefficient of y is 3. First you have to equalize either the coefficient of x or the coefficient of y. So you have to multiply the equation second by 3. If you multiply equation second by 3, then you can equalize the coefficient of x. That is, in first equation the coefficient of x is 3. So you have to multiply second equation by 3, then you can get the coefficient of x in second equation also 3. So then you get the new equation, that is 3x minus 9y is equal to 24. This is third equation. When you multiply by 3 to second equation, you get the third equation. That is 3x minus 9y is equal to 24. Okay, it is the third equation. Now see, both the equations are now having the coefficient of x is same. So now both are having plus, means you have to subtract. Means you have to subtract equation 3 from 1. Equation 3 from 1. So when you subtract equation 3 from 1, what we get, the variable x is here minimized, means it is cancelled, and only you get that 4y is equal to minus 8. 4y is equal to minus 8, right? So y is equal to minus 2. Again you have to putting the value of y in equation second, that is x, you get the value of x is equal to 2. You get the value of x is equal to 2. Okay, in this way you can find out the value of x and y. Now come to the fourth question, that is 2y minus x is equal to 0. It means x is equal to 2y. It means x is equal to 2y. Now second equation is 10x plus 15y is equal to 105. Second equation. Taking out 5 common from second equation, what we get, 2x plus 3y is equal to 21. Now from 1 and 3, what we know, the value of x is, we already know that equation 1 is there. So value of x is 2y. So substitute that value in equation 3. Then you get 2 into 2y plus 3y is equal to 21. Therefore 4y plus 3y is equal to 21. 7y is equal to 21 and y is equal to 3. Then you get the value of y 3. Now substitute this value in equation 1. Then you get 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So value of x is 6 and value of y is 3. So solution is 6 and 3. In this way you can find out the value of x and y. Right. Now come to the next question. Question number 5. So what is question number 5 now? 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is equation number 1. And x minus 5y is equal to 11. This is equation number 2. Now from 1, what we get? 2x plus 3y is equal to minus 4. This is equation number 3rd. Now see, equation number 3rd and equation number 2. Here in equation number 3rd, 2x is there, and equation number 2nd, there is only x is there. So you have to multiply equation 2nd by 2. When you multiply equation 2nd by 2, then you get 2x minus 10y is equal to 22. So from 3rd and 4th, we have say that 2x plus 3y is equal to minus 4, 2x minus 10y is equal to 22. So when we subtract equation 4 from 3, so you get that x get cancelled, means 2x get cancelled, and only the 10y plus 3y is 13y is equal to minus 26. So y is equal to minus 2. Now substitute this value of y in equation 1 or 2. So you get that x plus 11, x is equal to 11 plus 5, that is x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1, means x is equal to 11 plus 10 minus 10 is equal to 1. So in this way you can get the value of x and y. So equation number now question number 6. In question number 6 also, 2x minus 7y is equal to 7, this is first equation, and 3x plus y is equal to 22, it is second equation. Now multiply equation number 2 with 7. Why you multiply equation 2 with 7? See there, 2x minus 7y is there, and in second 3x plus 7y, means you have to equalize the value of y. Therefore you can multiply second equation by 7. Then you get 21x plus 7y is equal to 154. So when we add 1 and 3, equation 1 and 3, then 23x is equal to 161. Therefore x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 1. In this way you can solve all the questions of that is exercise 5.1. Okay, so if any doubts are there, here two methods are there. One is substitution method. Either you can solve by substitution method or you can solve by equalizing the coefficient. Both I will explain here already. One substitution method also explain, and other equalizing the coefficient also explain here. So which you get easy, you can solve by that method. So all 6 questions are completed, and 5.1, I think 5.1 is also completed. Okay, only 2 exercises are there here. Today over here we completed the first exercise. Now only the second exercise is there, and that is depending upon the word problems. First, by word problem you have to form the equation 1 and 2 from the given word problem, and then you have to solve by the same method, and then find out the value of x and y. Okay, so in next lecture, in algebra lecture, we will complete that second exercise, word problem exercise. Now from tomorrow the new timetable is there. So in new timetable, the algebra, from today only, the first video today algebra is there, and now the geometry lecture is on 9 February. Okay, I think that is also on Monday or Tuesday. So in this week only one algebra video is there, so you have to see the video carefully and practice the sums given to you in exercise 5.1, and I will circulate that assignment also. So you have to complete that assignment in a notebook, not in a paper. Okay, before this we write down that assignments in papers, but now you have to write down the given assignment in a algebra notebook, separate notebook for algebra, separate notebook for geometry, and you have to write down all the assignment given to you in that algebra book and geometry assignment in geometry book. And when a notice given to you to submit that algebra and geometry in a school, then you have to submit all the notebooks. Okay, so complete the assignment in notebook, and as usual you have to send the message in group, assignment done, with proper roll number, name. Okay, so today we have to stop here now.